Hey, what's up my crypto fans? So in today's video, we're going to be looking at the next 3 altcoins that I'm going to be looking to invest in. I'm also going to be covering my dollar cost average strategy and how I think the best way is to get into these next altcoins. Now with the bear market still being on in crypto in my opinion, and everything being on a fire sale, now's a good time to add or adjust your portfolio, because we all know that gains are made in the bear market and when there's blood in the markets. But again, not financial advice, this is just my opinion. But the 3 I'm going to look at today and show you, and also the other information, are not hype coins or randomly been chosen. I've looked into these and even invested in them in the last bull market to bolster my portfolio. And one token that I'm going to give you today has saved my portfolio throughout the bear market and has literally recovered any loss I had in the blood by up to 90%. And I'll go through that token a bit later. But if you want to know which one is the cool one, which 2 I think are going to help me bolster my portfolio, stay tuned and let's go crypto. Boom. So before I get into today's awesome video, for those of you that are new to the channel, I'm Christian and this is Crypto OG, where I give you all the news, reviews and overviews in the crypto, DeFi and NFT space. Also, if you're feeling super generous, don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe bar and tickle that bell notification, because it does help me and the channel. Also, this channel would not be complete without the mandatory waffle of anything you see, hear or choose to ignore is not financial advice. No, it's just me being nice. So with all that being said, let's jump into the crypto market and see what is saying on the market capital and Bitcoin. Boom. So as you can see here, we are slightly down on the day of 1.2% overall market cap, but the market capital is still trading at 1.12 trillion. Now this has been steady now all week and pretty much most of last week, where we were trading between 110 and now 112. So for me, the market is pretty steady. We also got to look at Bitcoin down here with still 12% up over the last 7 days and trading still over $24,500. We've got Ethereum still poking its head above the 1.6k with again a modest 10% gain on the week. So for me, this is great news in the crypto market. We're still seeing a lot of people greedy in the market and we're still hitting them kind of high peaks of this altcoin rally or whatever it is you want to call it. But that doesn't mean that this is going to continue. We might only see this for a couple of days, weeks or months. We don't know. So that's why today's video is important about dollar cost averaging. So let me jump into the first part of today's video. So the best strategy whenever you're looking into any investment, whether it be crypto, whether it be outside investments in the FTSE 500, or you're just investing in something you want to accumulate a lot of, the word dollar cost averaging or pound cost averaging if you're in the UK is always been something you should have looked into to manage your risk. Now what is dollar cost averaging? Now most of you will probably know this if you've been in the crypto space, but I'll just give you a pretty quick overview. It's averaging the cost that you pay for a certain asset over a period of time. Say for instance you have $1,000 and you want to invest in a certain coin over the 6 to 12 month period. You would split that £1,000 into either divide it by 6 or divide it by 12, choose a given date that you want to buy that asset and then buy it with your fraction. So for instance, £1,000, you want to spread it over 10 months. Every month you put £100 in on say the 21st of every month, and then over the course of that year you will brought, because obviously the markets fluctuate, so you'd have brought some at the high, some at the middle and some at the low, but the whole idea of it is you have a nice middle line that you've brought the asset at. Now obviously a lot of people don't tell you as well that dollar cost averaging assets can go down. So if a stock is doing really bad and you've not done your risk management as well, you will see that obviously your stock and your value go down. But the reason we do it in a bear market is we presume that the bull market's going to come and our crypto is going to go to the moon. So we want a dollar cost average in a bear market, get a nice flat low price buying it in a fire sale, so when it all hits all-time highs, we are literally singing to the heavens with our bags full of cash. So that is dollar cost averaging. Also, you have to manage your risk. Crypto's high risk, high reward. So before I'm about to go into the 3 tokens that I want to invest in, always manage your risk and look to never trade on emotion. So with that being said, let's jump straight into coin number one. Boom. So my number one coin is HTR. Now this is just my personal favorite. I've been investing in this coin for years, and this has saved my crypto portfolio on a number of times. Now, for those of you that don't know HTR, I'm just going to go into a little bit of detail here. Is that Hadar network is a scalable and easy to use blockchain for digital asset. Their goal is to bring the power of the utility of blockchain technology to the masses. A relatively new entrant into the world of crypto, Hadar HTR is a proof of work blockchain based digital platform designed for lightweight financial transactions and contracts. So it is scalable to a payment system. Now, also Hadar is keen to highlight that their technology is a natural evolution of Bitcoin's technology, where they can successfully achieve 200 plus TPS, which is transactions per second, with no master nodes. So that is absolutely phenomenal, and a lot more than what our current archaic system uses now. Now, price prediction for this is, I was scooping this back in kind of the early days of the bull market at 0.58 cents a token, and I thought that was quite cheap because it was rounding about 68. But in this bear market, I was scooping Heather as low as 4 cents, and then it quickly shot up to recently of 12 cents, and this is why it rescued my portfolio. I knew Heather was well undersold at 4 cents, so I literally liquidated a lot of assets, threw everything I had into HTR, which I don't advise, and again, not financial advice, but it was a risk I was willing to take. Literally 2.5x my money, took everything back out, and now I'm just waiting for a little bit more of a retrace, and I'll scoop up all my bags of Heather again. Because for me, at the last bull market, Heather was trading at $2, and I think HTR on the next bull market is easily going to hit all-time highs of $2.30. So again, this is not financial advice, but this token has been my savior, and it's been my second favorite portfolio token since I made all my money on VRA. So coin number two, boom, is HBAR. Now, a lot of you will know HBAR. HBAR's been a big fan, and the reason I chose this is because it is one of my more stable ones. Obviously, we've got Bitcoin and Ethereum, but HBAR, Hydra, as most people are used to it, is a sustainable kind of like entrepreneur coin, and it's backed by a governing council. You can see here in the ecosystem of nearly 40 members, which the members are the likes of Google, IBM, and Boeing. And this means for me, it is kind of like a, not regulated, but it is like, I think, an ISO 200 standard token. And obviously, as of February the 7th, 23 this year, the Hydra Governing Council announced that it's going to bring Dell Technologies on, just to kind of give it a big backup with the kind likes of LG and IBM and of course Google as its technology partners. So what do we see as the price predictor? Hydra, as we film this, is ranked 34. It's trading at 8.4 cents, and this is slightly down on the day, as you can see here, 5.01%. It's got a massive market capital and a trading volume, but for me, I think we can see in the next bull run, I'm predicting this coin to go probably about another 5x from where we are now, because with all these companies backing it and these councils, and with it being compliant, when we start seeing a few, regulations pop into the crypto space, this is going to be ones that will survive that easy. So that's why I'm backing it as kind of my long-term investment, and dollar cost averaging in a small part of my portfolio. So last but not least, and don't forget to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and tick that bell notification, is Atom. Now, a lot of you will know Atom, a lot of you won't, but Atom for me is one of pretty much a sleeping giant. It's a very, very undervalued coin. It's a massive favorite if you watch a channel called the Coin Bureau, a guy called Guy on there. He's big into the Atom. But what is this? And obviously Atom is Cosmos, but Cosmos is a native asset that can be a great point of entry for low budgeted investors who want to see their hands tested in the cryptocurrency market. Now, what does that mean? So if you're a low budget investor, the reason to get into Atom is that the user case is, and the popularity of this token means that institutional or investment money, when they're diversing from Bitcoin or they're waterfalling their investments, do use this as a kind of make up altcoin. So we do see a lot of money from institutional investors poured into Atom. So Cosmos has also a couple of things backing it up. It has a great team and project behind it, which is important for the project. It has a great foundation of kind of SDK. Now, what that means is software development kit, so it has a great amount of technology behind it. Also, Michael Saylor from Grayscale, he's big behind this. He thinks that he wants to back this. If it wasn't Bitcoin, he'd be into Atom and Cosmos. So all of these things for this token with these big institutional investors, if you want to trade all coats of the smart money, this is one to look at. Now, I did rush through them quick. I still hope you found that super informative. So there's some of my top 3 picks, but remember, crypto is high risk and high reward. But if you watch this channel, we try and manage that as best we can for you without giving you financial advice. But it's always best to do your own research, be careful, and as always on this channel, trade smart, trade safe, and don't get wrecked.